People often ask me, they say, Wakawaka Doctor, we need someone who can help us with this process. You talk about Iceland, you talk about Finland, you talk about Sweden, you talk about Germany, you talk about all these countries, Malta, you talk about different countries, but we need people. We need someone who can help us. We know that you're very good with putting out this content. We like that you give us links, but we need someone to help us. Well, say no more because this video is actually to help you find a consultant who can help you with multiple countries. So if you're interested in moving to Portugal, you're interested in moving to Spain, you're interested in moving to New Zealand, Australia, United States, you're looking for scholarships, make sure you button your seatbelts because this video is for you.
Attention passengers, we've now reached our destination. We hope you enjoyed the flight and have a nice day.
Hello folks, this is your one and only Wakawaka Doctor, always bring you the best gist when it comes to travel and migration. You know how we do it on this channel. All we do is to share information that has to do with traveling, living, working, studying, and moving abroad as a whole. If this is the first time you're coming across my channel, I want to say you need to stay locked, you need to stay here. This is where you need to be if you want to move abroad. You will not make any mistakes by watching all my videos. For those who send me feedback from time to time, I want to say thank you very much for your feedback. It keeps me going. It keeps me always wanting to churn out videos every time, every week. I also want to use this opportunity to thank those who wished me a happy birthday last week, those who sent in their gifts. Thank you very much. And it was good to actually feel loved by people who benefit from my video. Two quick things that I'd like to put across. Number one is to say that I'm not on Telegram and I'm not on WhatsApp. If you do find anybody in the comments saying that you should send them messages on Telegram and WhatsApp and it's Wakawaka Doctor, it is not me. The only way to reach out to me will be displayed on the screen as you watch this video. It will show you my Instagram channel. It will show you my YouTube, my TikTok, my Facebook pages that you can see on my left as you're watching. Please do not fall prey to scam. Number two is that you can also buy my merch. I've got a merch. Yes, you might have seen this video on Instagram that says that you can purchase my hoodies, my t-shirts, my tote bags, my school bags, and many more on the website. If you want to purchase, the link is in the description box to purchase as well. All right, let's jump into the topic of the day. Now, over the last 5 years that I've been doing this, thousands and thousands of people have used my content to move abroad, and I've always shared content that spans, literally far and wide: Australia, New Zealand, United States, Canada, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, Netherlands, Norway, Spain, Portugal, Germany, Iceland, Malta, Italy, different countries. Because I'm always busy, it's often difficult for me to help people one-on-one. I've helped some people, but it's very difficult helping the larger community. And so some people have been writing to me that we need like a licensed agent. We need a representative who can help us move to different countries that we have in mind. And so I have decided to invite a guest who would help you with cheap opportunities, who would help you with scholarship applications, who would help you write statement of purpose, who would help you with motivation letter, who would help you draft your CV, who would help you with legalization and authentication, who would help you with application to different countries, even the cheap ones, even the expensive ones, depending on your budget. And she will discuss all this in this video. So, like I always do, I've got a beautiful looking guest today again. Before all of you will say, she's beautiful. Yes, I know she's beautiful. Let her introduce herself and tell you what she does. All right, thank you very much for joining me. Do you want to introduce yourself quickly to everybody?
Thank you so much, Doctor, for having me. It's been a pleasure. Thank you once more. Hi, everyone. My name is Princess, and I work as an admission representative with Vidal Signatures Consult. At Vidal Signatures Consult, we assist you with your applications to different countries, using your budget most importantly, and working with your profile. And how do I mean by working with your profile? If you're married, if you have a third class, a pass, we know the best country or the most suitable country that can accept such a profile without you breaking the bank as you do that. And if you feel that, oh, I want to really know this thing for myself and handle the process myself, we also have a DIY community where we coach you for life to handle this process yourself, where you can handle the application of your family together with yourself, or even your siblings, and all of you can live together and remain stable in the country. We don't evict you from this group. You're in this group for life, so you would always have access to me for a very, very long time. Thank you once more, Doctor, for having me.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for joining. It's a pleasure to have you. Well, let's go into the questions I have set for you. Now, for those who have a very streamlined budget, they don't have a lot of money, what are the options available that you can help them with processing?
So the first thing I would advise is, if you're watching this video and maybe you have your funds, maybe the budgeted amount of funds in your local currency, please go and change it to euro or dollars. This helps you to have a stable amount you already know you can work with. I'm Nigerian, so in most cases, your naira is not stable. So the best you could do is to work with the budgeted amounts in euro or in dollars. So please go and do that. That's first. Secondly, if you're on a very tight budget, here are the countries I would like to suggest to you that you work with. We have Portugal, Italy, Czech Republic, Spain as well. This list of countries are countries that you can work with on a budget. Slovakia, and you would be very comfortable relocating abroad without breaking the bank. The reason why I'm suggesting some of those countries is because of the structure through which tuition is paid. You get to pay tuition in installments. You can get tuition as low as 1,000 euros, 600 euros, and depending on your program and the level at which you're going to study, and as well, you get to pay in installments. So if you're on a tight budget, these are the countries that should be on your list. I would also say, if you're on a tight budget, please work on your compromise level, because most of the times, part of the challenges we face when we relate with students and suggest some of those countries, you hear things like, oh, they don't speak English. How am I supposed to cope? First things first, we will not apply to a program that is not taught in English for you. Why? We understand that you actually need to understand what it is that you would be taught. So we make sure that the program it is you're going for is taught in English. Quite all right, the country you're going to, the official language may not be English, but the program, of course, you would be studying, it has to be taught in English. So just work on your compromise level. Start with your lowest hanging fruit. When you finally arrive, you're able to save up, build international history, build travel history, build network as well. And then from there, you can finally move to the dream country of your choice.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. So quickly, before I tell you the gist of the day, I want you to share this video. Make sure you like, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you just share to as many friends as possible. I also want to tell you that there is a masterclass that I created just for you. A masterclass that you can buy that is very affordable, that will give you opportunities. You're in tech, you're looking for scholarships, you're looking for how to apply to jobs, you're an engineer, you're a teacher, you're a lawyer, you're in healthcare, you're in tech, you're looking to move to the United States for free. I got everything covered. You've applied for jobs, but they're not calling you. This masterclass has everything all. And I've created a special link in the description box of this video for you to be able to get that masterclass, okay? So go to the link and get the masterclass. So I hear you say that you can help with Portugal, Malta, Italy, and several other countries. What about people that don't have money at all? They want to move abroad and they are looking for scholarship. We want scholarship, we want scholarship. What have you got for them?
Yes, we actually have countries that have massive, massive scholarships. Countries like New Zealand. I don't know why a lot of people sleep on New Zealand, but till tomorrow, that's my dream country. And they have one of the most amazing PR options. So if you're considering scholarship, I'll suggest you look towards New Zealand. And if you are single, for instance, and you are willing to travel from maybe one country to the other, I also suggest you look towards Asia. They have some amazing scholarships as well. The US too comes up if you're also looking out for scholarship. Some places in Europe, you could get things like the Erasmus Mundus scholarship as well. So there are a lot of scholarship options. That's just the truth. I always say in our DIY community, there is a scholarship for everyone. The question is, how have you been able to calm down to put in the effort, put in the necessary support for yourself? Are you willing to take the I don't want to call it stress, but are you willing to go all out to make sure that you get the necessary documents? And what are some of these necessary documents? In most cases, you need an IELTS, a GRE exam, publications in some cases, and of course, a very good recommendation letter is also required. Your experience to count. And this is why if you're looking towards a scholarship, you don't just wake up and start applying for scholarships. No, you're going to get frustrated along the way because it's going to look like it does not work. And this is when people say things like, oh, forget all these things they're advertising, it does not work. It works. The only thing is that you've not come down to strategize, know the required documents needed for those scholarships, and then deliberately make efforts to bring those requirements needed. If you're told to bring a recommendation letter, don't feel it's some recommendation letter that your church or your place of work will just write for you. Some, oh, he's intelligent, he's hardworking, and then you present it and feel it's going to fly. No, there are recommendation letters specific for different application stages. And these are some of the things a lot of us are not aware of until you deliberately come in contact with channels like this, and then you know that, oh, this is where I was making this mistake and things like that. So you need to if you're thinking of scholarship, you need to calm down, find out the requirements, and then deliberately make effort. If those documents are not complete, there's no point submitting. But if you must submit an application for a scholarship, it has to be an excellent job to its fullest.
Thank you very much. Another question I'd like to ask you is, you help people with processing scholarships. You help people with processing admissions to all the countries you mentioned. What are the documents they need to have available? If these documents are not available, they should not bother coming to you.
Okay, so if you're looking for a scholarship, even if you don't have this document available, I always say, what is your compromise level like? Are you willing to have some grounds shifted? I was talking with somebody within the week, and I was telling him that, oh, you needed an IELTS if you will be going for a scholarship in this particular country. And the person bluntly told me, I don't want to write an IELTS, so you need to work on your compromise level. Like I said, you need to be strategic. If you must be willing to apply to a scholarship, you need an IELTS, ready to have a publication done, ready to write a GRE if it comes to that. And of course, recommendation letters, templates, we would be the ones to see how we can review all of that. But the necessary documents you need to provide from your own end are the exams. And are you willing to write them, the publications? Are you willing to see to it that it's publicized? These are some of the things you need to take into cognizance before you think of going into the journey of having a scholarship. And another thing is, if you're planning for a scholarship, it's not a desperate thing, like I must do it now or somebody, is out of the way. No, it's something that you need to be ready for and tell yourself, whatever it takes, I'm willing to put in the effort. And I assure you, you will definitely get it.
Fantastic. Now, tell us, how can people reach out to you? How can people contact you? Emails, social media platforms that people can send you a DM if they're interested?
Okay, so on my Instagram, _consults, _consults. Please don't remove the S at the signature.
Vidal signatures.
I remove the S at the consults, please. You would be seeing another page and all of that. Don't remove that. Then our emails, just to be safe, vidalsignatures@gmail.com, vidalsignatures@gmail.com, or contact@vidalsignatures.org. Contact, @vidalsignatures.org. These are the two emails you can reach us out. Once you're able to send an email to any of those emails or reach out to my DM, you'll have access to anyone that's available to respond to you.
All right, fantastic. What countries are open right now that you know of that people can apply for right now?
Portugal is still accepting applications. Malta is all year round. Some schools in Luxembourg all year round as well. That's when I say all year round, that is whenever you have your funds ready, because any school that accepts application any time of the year, it means that your tuition is available. And somebody might say, oh, but Malta, isn't it a bit on the high side? If you compare it to other English-speaking countries, you know for sure that it's affordable compared. As a matter of fact, what you pay for a master's program in Malta is what you're going to be paying for a semester in UK, Canada, and some other English-speaking countries that you know of. So Portugal, if your budget is within 1,000 euros to about 3,000, 4,000, or 5,000, then Portugal is still accepting applications at the moment. Czech Republic as well is still accepting applications. Luxembourg, the private universities are still accepting applications as well. Slovakia, some schools are still open at the moment. So you
And
can take advantage of some of
all these countries. Would you be able to move with family? Would you be able to work while you study? Can you share with us?
all of the countries that I just mentioned. You can work, in most cases, 20 hours per week during schooling period, and then 40 hours per week during the holidays. For the countries you can move with family, it's Portugal. You can move immediately with your family. While Italy, you have to arrive first, and then after some time, your family gets to join you. Malta, you have to have completed your program. Or in most cases, you have to get a job for your spouse, and then your spouse will now be the one to apply for your family to come in with an open work permit. So that's usually how it's done for countries that do not allow you to move immediately with family. You come in as the husband or as the wife. Look out for companies that are willing to accept the person. You can even state that you would be the one to sponsor the visa. They should just give you the job itself. And with that, your family can move in while you're still schooling.
Guys, why is it that you do not subscribe to my YouTube channel? Why? I'm providing information to help you move abroad, yet I find that so many people watch my videos, but they don't subscribe to it. Yes, when I check my analytics, I see that a lot of people use my videos, but they don't subscribe. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you drop comments so that I can interact with you and I can answer your questions. Okay, what should I do? What do you want me to do before you? Should I kneel down? Should I beg you? Should I roll on the floor? I can do it easily. All right? We're just trying to help more people. So please just subscribe to my videos. Okay, share them. Let's help more people move abroad. Thank you. I know that your services are not free. You charge a fee for your services. Can you tell us now that because of Wakawaka Doctor, you're going to make it affordable for people, or create a plan, or if people don't have money, there's a group. Tell us something about that.
Yeah. Okay, so yes, of course, Wakawaka Doctor has done a lot of pleading for his people. So we have a free community where you can, stay in the free community. You have access to a lot of relocation materials that benefits you as well. That community is rich. I'm not even trying to blow my trumpet right now, but that community is rich. And for it to be running for the past 3 years, you should know that it's been good. We're about 2,000 plus there, almost 3,000 now. So please, you should be in that community, okay? Then we have the DIY community. In the DIY community, you get to handle it yourself, not leaving you to handle it yourself per se. There are classes that goes on in the community where I teach you on the recent policies available. So if you're conversant, if you've been trying to travel for a while, you will know that policies are never the same. As a matter of fact, as it is now, it's like the thing is changing every 3 months, every 6 months, So every time we are being updated on the recent happenings here and there. And this is why in that community, we don't leave you to what we taught you in the previous batch or in the first time you joined the group. No, constantly we update you on the recent information going on so that you take advantage and you're current about what it is you're submitting. So if, for instance, maybe before now, a particular country used to allow you to submit your visa from the comfort of your home, and all of a sudden it has changed, you will not, if you're in that community, you'll be updated. Oh, a country like this, if you apply to this country that allows you to submit your application from home, please know that right now it's no longer acceptable. You have to go to a place like this to now make your submission proper. So these are some of the things you benefit in the community. Okay, and it's very, very affordable. Honestly, it's not even up to your shawarma money, so it's very affordable.
Yeah. Well, there you go, guys. She's giving you her email. She's giving you Instagram address, giving you how to reach out to them. Make sure we're going to put it on the screen again. This is the Instagram handle, Vital Signatures _ consults. Okay, that's the Instagram. And of course, the email as well is contact@vitalsignatures.org. You can reach out on both platforms and you can start your journey. So I hope this video has been able to help you in some way. Do not forget to share. Do not forget to give it a thumbs up. I'll be in the comment section also if you have questions, and I'll be answering your questions. Till I see you again in another video, it's Wakawaka Doctor, and I'm signing out. Bye.